what we've done is we've broken out all the tools again. Usually at the end of every day, we always strip everything back out again so that we can start fresh. Because sometimes you're holding hostage a socket, you're holding hostage something else, and the game plan here is very simple. We've got you can call him Mr. M because it was easy. Mr. D is Mr. DeSantos, so I'll call Mr. D. It's another structural guy here that's from our office. Okay. Call him, his last name begins with N, Nogueira. If you don't know how to say Nogueira, you call him Mr. N. So Mr. N will be able to guide you because he's going to be up and above. And depending on the situation, you're going to go with and hook up with him, or you're going to be down here with us, and we're going to get you another structural activity guy. So we're going to stay down here and we're going to be working, and he's going to be the only other team that's going to be floating. Most likely I'm going to rotate throughout the day. One of you guys is going to constantly rotate into him, because if anybody knows how to do bolts, you know how to get in and eat up you know, the nuts and the clips on the stringer. This guy, the one that can break bolts. So a lot of times he's already doing it. You just go there, you do one or two with him, and then you come back out. So one of the things I'll probably have you do is probably have you go up with him once he gets all set up, because we're going to set ourselves up here because we have two stations. We have a left station, we have a right station, and then we always have a man in the middle playing with the treads. That guy in the middle can sort of get assistance from you when he's down at your end, breaking a bolt down at your end, and the other guy at the other end to hold something from behind, whatever it may be. Okay? So that's the kind of game plan we have before we start working on nothing but this fire escape cantilever down here at the end. Our biggest issue is we have so many star sockets. We needed to get some more, but they didn't have any supply yesterday of additional star sockets. So which ones were you using most common when you were breaking up the
13, 16ths, and 7/8 and 3/4?
So we got the 3/4. So what's going to happen is we're probably going to have to send one set. We're going to send one set up with him.
What I noticed on the steps, right, I just want to check, is like it's the regular size 5/8 and 9/16. 5/8 on the nut side, right? 9/16 on the both sides.
Yeah, but it's square. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I meant, yeah. So what's going to happen is we have to sort of be sharing some of the sockets. If you're not using it all the time, if you're going to go into a cutting mode. So we've got 4 stations. Is it 4 or 3 stations we have total for impact guns? 3. So we have 3 full stations, and that means in our area, since we're all going to be so close to each other, we're probably going to share a common impact gun or 2. And on he's the one that's going to have the full station going all the way up, because he can't be borrowing anything from us. But on our end, whoever needs whatever, we're going to be sharing the sockets, sharing the connections. Now on the tightening, I have plenty of sockets here when it comes to you know, tightening. But we have one set that will fit the sockets. Everything else is a hand tool, meaning we have everything that's 3/8 for the back. Not a 1/2-inch drive, it's 3/8 drive. So we have more than enough for 3/8 drive. So a lot of times everything is tightened by hand, and you just got to crank it with a socket. So you just got to make sure that your packet has everything you need in order for you to go up. You got to always take 2 cases. First case is everything jumbled in there. The second case is what you get up there and you separate and you start using the tools the way you were using. You got to be careful. We also have to set up a paint station, because right now in our area you need to have a paint guy. Now the one, you know, depending on what we have as a floater, you know who I might throw to you is that little guy Ivan. He did structural last time he was here, and I might throw him up with you because he can sort of be around you handling rail, and pretty good. The second thing that we have to you don't have any ability to get high on structural, so you're going to only be able to do clips, tops and bottoms, because we're going to use the harnesses down here. So we have to have a paint station, because what's going to happen is I'm going to try to get somebody stabbing the paint all in and around you guys. So you guys are going to have the busiest section. You're going to be up on one aisle scraping and painting, looking for somebody to hand you paint and caulking. You're going to be on the other aisle, and they're literally going to have the same common center, meaning we don't necessarily have to have two stations. We have one station that you guys share. We have one station that you control. You know what I'm saying? And then there's going to be a painting guy somewhere nearby. We need the little blue buckets, so that, you know, in case you're going to be painting.